Thank you for tuning into another newly listed on the CSE clip. I'm Anil Mall. I represent the Canadian Securities Exchange, and today I am talking virtually with Matthew Clayton. Matthew is the CEO of the Good Flour Corporation, trades under the symbol GFCO. Matthew, thank you so much for your time. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for having me, Anil.
Of course, I'm excited to talk to you here. So let's just jump right into it. The Good Flour Corporation. What is this company about? What's your vision?
Yeah, what are we about? What's our vision? Well, we're located in Vancouver, British Columbia. And as you said, we're publicly traded with you guys in the CSE under GFCO. And we are a food manufacturing business that is focusing on allergen-free and gluten-free dry mixes and baked goods. The product has been in existence for about 10 years, and it is the culinary work of Chef Jen Peters and Chef Hamid Selimian. So the product is designed to be pre-spiced and pre-mixed and ready to go for both people in the kitchen and for retail clients and restaurants.
Interesting. So pre-made products using in the flour gluten-free space, correct?
That's right. So we're more than just a gluten-free flour. So the very first product that we created was an all-purpose flour. So this could be used in any of your baking needs, such as cakes, gravies, anything you needed to use a gluten-free and allergen-free flour for. But the product line has now expanded and has gone into areas like fried chicken, tempura, fish and chip, pancake and waffle, and then some of our cake mixes. So we look at these more as superfood blends. You know, they're designed to be used for people who do have gluten intolerances, but it's for a better healthy gut without the gluten proteins and other allergens that you could be affected by. So we really see ourselves as a superfood blend for people who are interested in using it in a variety of different ways.
Got it. Thanks for elaborating on that a bit more for me and our audience. So Matthew, what was the strategy behind taking the Good Flour Corp public?
Yeah, well, we just love this space. I mean, we look at everything in the food industry right now is in a state of disruption. You know, whether this is dairy, whether this is meat, and obviously we have seen the advancement of the plant-based companies and what everyone is seeing on our shelves and in restaurants, which is common today. 10 years ago, you would not have seen an alternative to cheese on a menu, but you're seeing it today. The flour industry is $160 billion in North America alone right now. It is very large, and it has not really been disrupted. We see this as an opportunity for ourselves to come in with something that is a great alternative for people who are concerned with gluten and other allergens. So the reason to go public for us was we're very interested in other M&A activity, other brands. We love this space. And obviously, from a funding standpoint, this gives us options to move forward in some very interesting times and interesting areas.
Matthew, talk to our audience a little bit about your background. How did you get into this space?
Yeah, so my background is pretty multifaceted. I've been an entrepreneur for 25 years. I've run private and public companies, and I've worked across a lot of different spaces, but majority of my career has been in health and wellness. But that has ranged from diagnostic medical testing to food supplements, where we are today, and looking at the Good Flour Corporation. So I have a lot of experience with manufacturing and formulations, both in Canada, Europe, and the United States. So I understand the Health Canada regulatory platform, you know, Food and Drug Administration, compliancy of labels and marketing claims. So that's myself. But I've got a great team here of people who are really driving us forward with the founders who are both award-winning chefs. And I think it's important to understand that this product line was created by chefs who understand what kitchens need in not only restaurants, but also in people's home kitchens as well to cook.
Well said. So are there any other key team members other than Chef Hamid and Chef Jen? I hope I'm getting their names correctly. I know you mentioned them earlier. Are there any other key team members that you've brought on board to move this project and company forward?
Yeah, we built a very, very strong advisory board. And that advisory board is on both sides of the border. So up here in Canada and also down the United States with some very key people who have collectively about 40 to 45 years of food industry experience in distribution and in the restaurant industry. We have internal legal, and we have also 6 to 8 people in our manufacturing plant right now who are currently producing product under Chef Hamid and Chef Jen. So we're about a team of about 13, 14 people right now, and we'll be growing here rapidly as we start to work out our distribution channels and how this company is going to grow.
You know, there's everything in this plant-based sector has been happening rapidly over the last little while. We've seen a lot of companies come to market in this space. What makes the Good Flour Corporation stand out from some of your peers in the space? I know you've touched on it briefly with the team and the experience you guys have, but let's talk about that a bit more.
I think there's a couple things. I mean, the first is the ability to manufacture your own product. This is a very specific type of product with allergens and gluten. So it cannot just be done in any facility anywhere who might be in the food manufacturing business of dry goods. So the ability to do your own product is key. We will look for opportunities to collaborate with groups on both sides of the border, but ultimately we are self-sufficient and have everything in-house to create our product line. So that is the mixing, the blending, the bagging, the shipping, and working with our broadline distributors like Cisco and GFS. But what's really separating us is our ability to go outside of just a flour. As I said earlier, hitting all of these different vertical segments of food, from chicken to pancakes, to fish and chips, to fish tacos, to cakes. We don't want to discriminate on what people want to do with their food intake. We are a great option for healthy gut and for people who have allergies. But if you want to use our product with chicken, or you want to use it with a vegan dish, we can be there for you for both of those. And I think that's key with our product line. It appeals to a wide variety of customers. It isn't just for someone who's baking in the kitchen. This is for people who are looking at this to be an additive into all of their food and their daily cooking.
Got it. Thank you for that. Now, are there any milestones that you're able to talk about to our audience that they can look out for in the coming months?
Well, the big thing for us is our manufacturing capacity. You know, to scale this business, this all comes down to production capacity and capability. To date, the company has been smaller, hands-on, more artisanal, as you would say, and using mostly human beings to make product as opposed to machines helping human beings make product. So the big milestone achievements for us are expanding the capacity of the company through automation and technology, where we can actually keep up to the demand. The company has never had a problem selling its product. Everything we make, we can sell. But to really grow this business, we need capacity, and that will be on both sides of the border. So we're looking at some very strategic partnerships down in the US that could help us get there, because obviously the market is just so much bigger, especially when you look at the food service industry and franchises, where we really want to play in that space, which is selling directly to kitchens in bulk format, as opposed to just the retail format in stores.
Got it. So Matthew, where can our viewers go to find out more details on the Good Flour Corporation, the products that are part of your brands, as well as read up on your team and keep up with upcoming news?
Yeah, please go to our website at www.goodflour.co. We also have our investor presentation online there and available for download. And that should give everyone a good source of information about who we are, who's involved, where we're going. And you'll see some more things coming out with some press releases here in the next coming weeks and months.
Perfect. Matthew, I look forward to watching your company and team grow. To everybody watching, you've been listening to Matthew Clayton. Matthew is the CEO of the Good Flour Corporation, listed on the Canadian Securities Exchange, and I'm Anil Mall, representing the CSE. Thanks again for tuning in, and please subscribe if you like this type of content. Thank you for tuning in to another newly listed on the CSE. Please feel free to hit like and share this content, and hit subscribe if you haven't already.